if you're going to hack wireless, you need to find some access points to hack. So we have ways of discovering Wi-Fi. We need to first discover and footprint our target wireless network. Now we can either just passively sniff or we can actively interact. We want to find the wireless network, so we'll check all potential networks and we'll move around with a wireless laptop to find active networks, or we'll point a directional antenna to find active networks, or at least the ones we want. This day and age, finding an active network is not the hard part. Finding the one you want to zero in on, that takes a little more work. There are all sorts of wireless discovery tools: Insider, Net Surveyor, Net Stumbler, Viz Stumbler, Kismet, Wi-Fi Hopper, Wireless Mon, loads and loads and loads and loads of these. And they do different things, but at the very least they discover wireless access points. Here's an example of Insider. So Insider will show us the various access points. We can zoom in so we can see the names of them, the channel. We can see their signal strength, the vendor, the maximum throughput. Do they have security or not? And are they infrastructure, meaning access point, or are they ad hoc, meaning just two peers connected? And then we can see the relative strength on different channels here, just different views of the amount of strength in different channels. There are, of course, plenty of Wi-Fi discovery tools that will run on mobile devices. So there's Wi-Fi Full Thumb, there is Wi-Fi Manager, Fing, Overlook Wi-Fi, Open Signal, Network Signal, and here are just some examples right here on your Android device. You can also have tools that will map to geographical areas and give you an actual geographical with GPS coordinates topology map. So we can, now of course these are more expensive usually. They will track Wi-Fi network location and upload coordinates, and then you can share or sell this information, and you can make maps and databases of Wi-Fi networks. So if we look here, we can see that this is an example of a metropolitan area and all of the access points that were discovered physically along like lines of rail and streets. We can also see here that this is a topology map of how strong or not strong the Wi-Fi is. And so you can see that where it's dark blue, that's the best signal. Where it's red, that's the worst signal. So we can see information here where we can see the APs and how they spread out, and like in the stairs here where you really don't get any coverage. And so you can relate this, you can drop this right on top of, say, a floor plan. Here are just some GPS mapping tools. Fluke Air Magnet, which is pretty expensive, Tamograph, Skyhook, a YGLE, Wi-Fi Site Survey. There's a bunch of them, and they'll produce this kind of output. And they probably look something like this. This is an example of a Fluke handheld device. So that's some information on Wi-Fi discovery.